Right, it's time now for the first of our two writing awards. First up is comedy, and to present it, a fantastic, much-loved presenter and DJ, it's Edith Bowman.
Hello. Often a writer creates their characters and then hands them over to actors to bring them to life. But this year's nominated comedy writers have mostly gone a step further and kept their best creations for themselves. Let's take a look.
We need to get up there.
Need to go there soon.
No time to lose.
When then?
I can't tomorrow. I've got an essay to write.
Well, I'm busy the day after.
Wednesday?
We need to rehearse for the gig.
You have a gig?
Open mic, White Horse. You should come.
Sounds good. Thursday?
That's the day of the gig.
Can't do Thursday. Then the day after.
Perfect.
All right, it's set.
Mackenzie Crook, Detectorists.
Thanks, Sheila. Hey, thank you.
The DMDC.
DMDC. Wow. That's lemony.
Oh, not interrupting anything, I hope.
Come on! Rhys Shearsmith, Steve Pemberton, inside number 9.
It's time that room of Cinderella's that waits for you. Anyone got any poppers or loos?
So, you two know each other then, do you?
Unfortunately, yes.
They're partners.
In what line?
Well, it used to be straight up and down, but not anymore.
I'm in IT.
Congratulations, I'm in SHIT, because I got in late last night, didn't I?
Stuart, you can do what you like, it doesn't bother me.
OK, Stephen, ready to go? Oh, have I introduced you to our client, Nick Swivney?
Yeah, whatever. Can we just get on with this, please?
Stephen, this is Clem Fandango.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Clem Fandango.
Arthur Matthews, Matt Berry, Toast of London.
What do you want?
Just letting you know we're ready to go.
He just said that! You two are unbelievable.
Don't look now, but there's a man over there staring at me. I said don't look.
Matthew Bainton, James Corden, The Wrong Mans.
What's he doing now?
He's just licked his lips.
What, like he's got chapped lips, or he licked them at you in a sexy way?
I don't know. A sexy way, I guess.
I hate to break it to you, Sam, but you're now legally his bitch. Eat your beans.
And the BAFTA goes to Mackenzie Crook for The Detectorists.
Thank you so much, BAFTA. That's wonderful. I've never won anything before, apart from a food processor in 1986, and that looks ridiculous on my mantelpiece. It's massive. It's an absolute honour to be nominated in the same category as those three other shows that are genuinely my favourite shows on television at the moment. So if I had to choose between the four of them, I would have probably chosen Detectorists like the judges ultimately did, but my point is, it would have been a difficult decision, even for me, and I imagine it was for the judges. I might be wrong, it might have been a clean sweep, it might have been a unanimous, and they just picked three other names out of the hat to fill the gap, but no, probably not. Thank you very much. As the people I'd like to thank are all listed on the credits at the end of the show. But as this is serious, so go and buy the DVD and read those names out loud, maybe, I don't know. But as this is specifically about the writing, I need to thank my producer, Adam Tandy, who helped me so much with that process. So thank you, mate. And I'd like to thank my friend and agent, Lisa Thomas, for everything she's done for me over the years, and to my wife, Lindsay, for her patience. Thank you very much. It's great.
Another writing award now, this time for drama, and presenting it, a terrific actor who's appeared in many of this country's biggest shows. Coronation Street, Holby City and Lewis, to name but a few, it's Angela Griffin.
So writing is tough. Hour upon hour can be spent on one single line, just agonising over it and crafting it so that it's just right. Then, more than often, someone like me comes along and just mucks it up. Hey-ho. Right, let's take a look at the nominations.
Sally Wainwright, Happy Valley.
God bless. Ken Dodd.
Peter Bowker, Marvellous.
To the top division. Amen. Or to the playoffs at least. For like Job, we have been sorely tested.
This is DS Manish Prasad, Polk Avenue Vice. We've just sighted D.I. Denton. PC Cole was in pursuit, but I've lost him. I'm going after them.
Jed Mercurio, Line of Duty.
Martin!
Please don't do that.
Martin! Fucking establishment crypto-fascist bastards, you're all the same. Terrified of the proletariat.
Dennis Kelly, Utopia.
Call the police.
That's not a good idea.
Trouble is a matter of national security.
Martin, don't do that.
There are two people here trying to...
There. Now, can we all just please calm down?
And the BAFTA goes to Sally Wainwright for Happy Valley.
I've got too many people to thank, as ever. I really would like to thank Ben Stevenson at the BBC, who greenlit Happy Valley before I'd even written it, before I'd even started, based on Last Tango. But Ben's been fantastic, and it's kind of... I just want to say something about how wonderful it is for a commissioner of drama at the BBC to show such faith in writers. A commissioner who doesn't overload writers with notes. Somebody who gives us faith, and I hope this is a tribute to him and the faith that he showed in me. Thank you very much.
I think that's 2 BAFTAs for Sally in the last 3 years, which is a pretty amazing achievement. Next, the award for Entertainment Craft Team, sponsored by HotCam. To make the presentation, an actor who's entertained us in such films as St. Trinian's and Inception, and is currently shooting her debut film as a writer and director, it's Tallulah Riley.
Every show nominated this evening is the result of teamwork. But the huge, often live shows in this category are perilous monsters with massive teams behind them, working incredibly hard to ensure that the end product is entertainment at its very best. Let's take a look at them.
The X Factor.
We haven't even got the t-shirts, guys. No, we're running without the t-shirts. Oh, man. Let's go get the t-shirts.
The Apprentice.
That's a rookie move, that is. Right, let's slow down. Let's calm down a little bit. Have you got any trade contacts around here to sell the t-shirts?
What have you got in there, James? You got a potatoes, fish. I've got everything. Hey, mate, here you go.
A box for the t-shirts.
Yeah, we want a logo putting on it. Some kind of artwork.
There's 5 of us here, each come up with one idea. You've got 30 seconds to think of it, and then we pitch it.
Yeah.
OK?
Strictly Come Dancing. The Voice.
And the BAFTA goes to Dave Davey, Robert Edwards and Falk Rosenthal for The X Factor.
Wow, that's a surprise. I think I can play top trumps. I think I was first nominated 25 years ago, apart from a sneaky win in 1991. I've got to thank a few people. This is a team award, and I lead the sound team on the show. Dave Davey and Thomas lead their respective departments. But really, these big live shows are a team effort. I just want to thank my particular team, Jane Scott, Bob Owens, Kieran Sweeney, Oscar Ball, Alex McCardle, Louise Minchin, Mark Thompson, Fred Jackson, and Colin. I want to thank another team, which is my business partner, Ian Rossum, and finally, my home team, and to win a £10 bet with my son, I'll say thanks to my wife, Janie, daughter, Charlotte, Nicholas, Freddie, and Buzz the cat. Thank you very much.
Right, up next, Director Factual. Making the presentation, a psychologist who's given us her insights on the likes of Big Brother, This Morning and Celebrity Fit Club. It's Dr. Linda Papadopoulos.
It's never easy to talk about subjects that society shies away from. But the 4 directors in this category have not only done this, they've done it with integrity, insight, and sensitivity. They've taken on remarkable and difficult subjects and delivered shows which are innovative, challenging, and thought-provoking. Let's take a look at them.
Was he supposed to die that day?
No comment.
Because he's pissed off your brother-in-law, does that make him an enemy of yours?
No comment.
Alisa Pomeroy, 24 hours in police custody.
No comment.
He was a very, very lucky boy. Bullet nicked his femoral. How he didn't die, never know. He must have had everything looking down on him and praying for him that day.
Would you like a consultation with me? Would you like a consultation? Yes, please. Can I have a consultation, please? Pause the interview.
I'll defo come over to meet you. What time are you thinking of? 6. Please say yes, please say yes, please.
Dan Reed, the paedophile hunter.
Cool, please don't tell anyone though. I'll defo come over. I'm 29, okay? I won't tell anyone. I promise. I'm gonna tell the fucking world. You scumbag.
You said you take out the first one and I'll take out the second too.
Ben Anthony, life and death row execution.
I couldn't really see too good, and plus I didn't want blood splattering all over me.
I can remember Kenneth just saying, "Man, I'm ready to go home. Why don't y'all just let us go? This is just crazy." He had no clue what they were doing. Next thing I know, the gun went off. I hear Kenneth, "They shot me. They got me. Oh my God, y'all hit me. You shot me."
I'm not looking forward to this, no.
Neil Crombie, Grayson Perry, who are you?
Hi, Grayson.
Hi.
How are you doing? What's this? Was it the pot?
Yes, this is my portrait of you, Chris.
Very good. That's absolutely brilliant. That's exactly what I wanted.
Really?
Yeah, I always said I wanted you to do a pot. What have you got here? What about the gold? What's all that about?
It's about vulnerability.
And the BAFTA goes to Dan Reed for The Pedophile Hunter.
I just want to paraphrase someone who said earlier, director is the tip of a very large iceberg. Well, I'm the tip of a very small iceberg, and 3 of the people in that iceberg are here today. There's my wonderful editor, Mark Towns. There's Chad Hobson, the amazing composer of the score, and of course, Matt Skilton, where are you, Matt? Thank you all very much, and to Tom Costello, my assistant producer, who worked on this very difficult film with me. Thank you very much indeed.
The penultimate award of the evening is for Director Fiction, sponsored by Mad Dog Casting. The 4 directors shortlisted this year are an extraordinary group, every one a major, major talent, trailblazing visionaries all. I look forward to seeing whatever it is they're working on next. And to present it, an actor who's tied up with Spooks the movie, so probably unavailable for other work, Peter Firth.
Good evening. Directing actors and getting the very best out of them is no easy task. Take it from me, we're a brittle, volatile lot with egos the size of solar systems, present company accepted, of course. So when a director achieves the end results we see in this category tonight, you know they are true masters of their craft. Let's take a look at the nominations.
You know that person? Right, open it for me, please.
Heiress Lynn, Happy Valley.
I think they killed me.
It's all right. It's all right.
Who are you?
My name is Nessa Stein.
Hugo Blick, the Honourable Woman.
This is my son.
Shut up, let it go! Let it go! Did you? Fuck! I told you I'd find out! I told you I'd find out!
Paul Andrew Williams, Murdered by My Boyfriend.
Oh, baby. It's okay, baby. Let's get you back to bed. Come on.
Julian Farino, Marvellous.
Did it really happen like that?
No.
And the BAFTA goes to Julian Farino for Marvellous.
Thank you very, very, very much. I love that in an age, you know, a moment of, you know, such great, huge series and binge viewing and Netflix and everything else, that just an idiosyncratic small film like Marvellous can get made here. I think that's fantastic. It was a genuinely happy collaboration. You know, we were trying to do something that was about positivity of spirit and about kindness. So, you know, there wasn't really a place for tantrums on set or anything. It was really done in that way. So thank you to Lucy Richer for our exec at BBC. Thank you to Patrick Spence, who set the whole thing up, Katie Swindon, our producer, and our great writer, Peter Bowker. It was a real pleasure, this job. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Now we come to the final presentation, the BAFTA Special Award for Outstanding Contribution to the Television Industry. To tell us about this year's recipient, please welcome to the stage for a second time, the Chair of the Academy, Anne Morrison.
So tonight is about some of the unsung heroes, the names that might not trip off the viewers' lips, but we understand the brilliance they contribute. And no one fits that description better than vision mixer extraordinaire Hilary Briegel. She's tonight's special award recipient. Having produced a lot of live studio and OB programs in my time, I can't tell you the joy and the relief that I experienced to walk into the gallery and see Hilary there. Her skill, her professionalism, her swan-like calmness, when no one knew quite what was going on or what was going to happen next, I really owe her a lot. She radiates confidence and she goes way beyond the job description. She'd even read my palm between programmes and tell me my future. She's a one-off in every way. Let's welcome Hilary Briegel to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of BAFTA, good evening. Well, may I start by thanking Claire Brown for that most wonderful highlights package, and Jonathan Haswell, Claire Popperwell, Martin Hopkins, OBE, Peter Monpergo, and Mandy Fletcher for their wonderful memories and thoughts. Also, many thanks to Andrew Newman, Chair of BAFTA's Television Committee, for his commendation, and Anne, for presenting my award tonight. Now, back in November last year, Richard Bowden, out of the blue, emailed me saying he wanted to suggest vision mixers for the Craft Awards list, and that it mightn't come to anything, but could I send my CV? Well, after looking through 35 years of diaries, I pinged it off into the ether and thought nothing more about it. Then in January, Richard texted me asking for my address, saying he had an article which might be of interest to me. Well, I assumed this would be about sitcoms. So when, a few days later, I read the letter from BAFTA, I nearly fell off my chair. I was absolutely stunned, but also exceedingly honoured and humbled to think that my work had been acknowledged by this special award. So, many thanks indeed to Richard for nominating me, to the BAFTA committee for accepting his suggestion, and for recognising the work of vision mixers. I came over to television from radio in November 1978, and after a 3-week BBC course, I trailed and worked with a number of great vision mixers, notably Jen Duncan, Bill Morton, Angela Beveridge, Shirley Coward, Mary Kelleher, Angela Wilson, and Chris Lloyd Gage. I thank them all for looking after me, teaching me, and letting me loose on the buttons. Also, thanks to our managers, Dave Hanks and John Barclay, who suggested me for different shows, and the allocators, Tina Crosley, Dina Corradine, Annie Snowden, and Hussein Mehmet, plus Gillian Thackeray, who looked after the OB side. I would also like to thank all my vision mixing colleagues for their help, support, and friendship over the years. Now, I have had the very good fortune to work on so many different genres of programs, and if I were to mention everyone, I would be here for ages. So I just want to say a very big thank you to all the wonderful production teams, the extraordinary craft crews, and the lovely presenters and artists whom I have had the great honour of working with over the years. They are all the very best in the business. Now, before I go, I'd like to thank my parents, Michael and Barbara, and my brothers, Clive, Stephen and Peter, who helped to look after our sons, David and Richard, when Phil Chilvers, my late husband, and I were working. And a very special thanks to my mum, Barbara, who would literally drop everything to come to London to be with our boys. And of course, thank you to my darling Phil, who always encouraged and helped me in my career, and who was also very patient when I came home and talked about my mistakes. But after a while, he would just say, "Why don't you go and pour yourself another glass of wine, darling?" So I did. And in case you're wondering why I wear 2 watches, this is his and this is mine. And I always wear his watch. And finally, my heartfelt thanks to our darling sons, David, who lives in Australia with his fiancée, and Richard. Now, they surprised me by organising for David to return home, so I'm delighted to say that both David and Richard are here tonight. They have been extremely supportive to me, and I love them very dearly. Well, BAFTA, thank you so very much. Being a vision mixer is a most fantastic career, and I cannot begin to describe how passionate I have been and still am about sitting at the cutting edge, watching, listening, and following as the programme, concert, or event develops. I feel, therefore, exceptionally privileged, honoured, thrilled, excited, and proud to be this year's recipient of the special award. Many thanks indeed.
Well, that is it. Congratulations to all our winners and congratulations to all nominees. In the words of Ben Stevenson, Tessa Ross and Robert Downey Jr., fuck this, I'm off. Thank you and good night.